the beginning of my Saturn return has truly lifted off, and perhaps I have been anticipating it for a while now. I would say almost a year or two. I kind of knew around when my Saturn return, okay, a year, would start, and then when it almost would start, I kind of got in the exact date, and that's May 2025. 25th of May, actually it was. So, a bit premature, but I guess my anticipation has been so strong. And, you know, what they say about Saturn returns is that it's between somehow the age of 27-31. It's often when people experience when the planet Saturn is returning in its original position at the time of when you were born. You can find this in your natal chart. And that would kind of be a teacher to you, where it's shaking you up into the core to kind of either get reacquainted or to reaffirm your values to yourself. That's how I'm seeing it. And whatever topic your Saturn or whatever house your Saturn was in might be exactly that one that gets shaken to the core first. And for me, that's been career and work, and leading up to this tower moment was in the time when I was numbing myself a lot. I was working a lot. I was kind of, I don't know, just felt part of it, felt proud of it. Overworking was kind of whatever. It was part of my identity. And I was often combining it with an extra project on top. Drinking actually to numb a lot. So both the overworking and the drinking alcohol was often kind of this double numbing experience. And now I had the realization when I was sick these past weeks, I had time to dream again. And when I was dreaming, I realized I don't want to be in the corporate world. I realized I have bigger dreams, and they all revolve around community and dance. And it was some comments of either my colleagues and my friends that have accumulated that helped me finally see and reflect to myself that actually what it is that I'm doing, even though I really like the work, but it's not my role to be in there. There's a type of other potency of what I'm supposed to bring out and to utilize these qualities of mine, my interests and my passions, and this kind of inexhaustible fuel. That's what I supposed to be and what I want to be. And not feeling drained and exhausted and burned out. It's not how I want to live life. So some of the comments of my colleagues were, one observation they shared was, "Why are you drinking coffee?" And I said something like, "Yeah, just because." And then she said, "You know what? It feels like you're only drinking coffee when you don't want to be here." And that hit me so deep. And she really activated some truth in me that, yeah, I'm consuming this caffeine, I'm consuming this coffee because, to be honest, I'm tired. I am not ready to be here right now. I don't want to be here at this moment right now. Yet I was still there because that was kind of the exigency, right? Other comments of my colleagues were about that they actually recognized or realized that I said things that made it show that it was kind of hard for me to settle, or that, already this kind of conflict with my values. And then the kind of tower moment as when my best friend said to me, when I shared with her, hey, I'm gonna work less and I'm really looking forward to it because, career is not the most important thing in my life. And she stopped in her tracks and she said, it's not? You're literally the person that I know that spent most time on their career, in their job. And I thought, yeah, but it's about future. It's about the aspirations, right? I don't have such big aspirations of, needing to make career. And she said, well, you spend a lot of time on it now. And that really stung in a good way, because indeed, how did I have this dissonance of that? No, a career is not that important to me in the future, where in the moment what I'm spending right now is a lot of time. So today I had a conversation with my manager where I told them that I want to quit. And I was very nervous because this is actually also kind of a breakup story, right? Sometimes they say when somebody quits their job or gets fired, it feels a little bit like somebody died. So there's this tension around it for the people that are left behind, for the person leaving. How is the contact gonna be? And also, to be very fair, I think oftentimes only one half of the story gets told and not the full story. So in this way, since I got kind of interested in the in the impact or the importance of story. So I'm making it a point now that I can tell my story and that also the people know it's not about the workplace, it's not about them, because I think we're having a great thing there. It's really good. Of course, we're all humans and we have our little constellations and some things that you might wish that would be more professional or more communicative or whatever it is what you might want to complain about, which can always be something, if that's the way how you want to engage with story. So I quit my job. It will still be, a little term before it can be completely terminated. So we will do that nicely. And while I was biking towards my work, it's spring. It was hailing. And I just really felt like the journey of the hero, right? In this midway point where it's just dark and moist and it's just, you need to get through it to get through the sunshine, get to the sunshine again. And I kid you not, when my manager and I were talking, the sun started shining. When I left the building, it was a beautiful spring sky. The symbolic life is wondrous. Anyway, so I quit my job, which is, I think, this way how I did it, the most nervous thing I've done ever, the most bravest thing, because oftentimes I would just we call it the English exit, just buy and not say anything. And this time I shared my story.